Welcome back to the Broncos Avenue podcast. It's your host, Amir, with my coach, Jordan. And as you can tell, a very special guest in today's episode, and Broncos defensive lineman DeShawn Williams. He's back on the podcast. Very excited to have you on today. How's everything going, DeShawn?
It's going good, man. Off season, packing, leaving, going back south just for the off season to train and
Awesome.
Watching a couple playoff games, which has been good this year. Last year it wasn't too good. People getting blowed out. So this year's been pretty good watching.
Yeah, DeShawn, I just want to say to start off, man, I'm a big fan, man. I was so happy that Denver, brought you back, a few years ago. And I'm just glad that you're in the rotation because we needed more interior defensive linemen. And, man, you balled out this season, man. I just want to say good work, man.
No, I appreciate, man, like stuff like that, man. I appreciate y'all for real, man, because, like I said, we kind of like family. Y'all seen me grow in front of y'all eyes each year. And then hopefully, we can keep that going, entering free agency. We see how that goes. But, man, Broncos country, man, I really do appreciate y'all, man, for real.
Yeah, it's great having you back on. I know the third episode when we started this podcast, just our third episode, we had you on, and that was just like it was kind of crazy. Kind of like, what was it?
It's around this time too, getting ready for
That's crazy.
Yeah, around this time. I appreciate it. So hopefully good news in a couple months, man.
Yeah, I'm really hoping for it. You got probably two of your biggest fans here. We're always talking about you on here. So speaking of this season, obviously not the way Broncos country, Broncos in general hope for the season to go. But certainly on the defensive side, you guys finished like literally top 5, top 3 in the overall defense. It's pretty insane what you guys were able to do, producing on the field, week in and week out. And, me and Jordan talking every week going down the stretch, like, man, this defense, like offense, they can string together, some, below average performances, and the defense will still go out there just after only being on the bench for like what is it, 3 plays, and boom, they're already back out there just balling, making plays. But so overall, how would you kind of grade how you progressed throughout the season and kind of how the team performed as a whole this year?
Like you said, man, first and foremost, I have to say, man, like obviously, the season didn't go how we wanted, man. I think it hurt the most because just so much hype was built into it. We finally we got our guy that we needed. That was just like the missing piece, and then injuries happen again, and it's like a broken record. Every year it's like, oh, we can stay healthy, and I'd be damned we wasn't healthy. We didn't have a full, like especially on the offensive side, we didn't have a full roster. And the injuries on defense, towards the end of the season. But I'd probably say, man, minus the record, man, I really like towards the end of the season, you can see like people just really said F it, and we just gonna play for each other. And I'd probably say our grade probably like a C minus. It's some games in particular I know on defense. We could have won ugly like we did the San Fran game. We could have did that the whole year, and I think it got to a point where, like you said, it was musical chairs, and we just got kind of tired. Like the debacle, the Christmas game, I think that pretty much, we was just fed up. People just like sick of this. But man, defense, like I say, like we can control. We can't play offense or on defense, and that would have helped probably a lot. But I think that's one area we didn't do good at was like scoring on defense. But it is what it is. I think minus all the BS that we went through, with the coaching change and the towards the end of the season, which we felt like we should let Hackett just ride it out. You know what I mean? But I feel like as a man, I feel like we did that. We had some into that firing, man. And I feel bad for Hackett, man, because he was a great guy. We didn't, like I said, that thing in Christmas, we didn't help. We didn't help at all, just with all the penalties, and it looked like he couldn't control the team. And that wasn't the case. And I hate that for him. But he was a great guy. But and like I said, on defense, I think it was just Coach E, man. Coach E is a great DC, bro. Like for him to do what he did for his first year, and then the pieces that they brought in with Coach Dixon, Coach B, Bird, Dom. You know, a lot of people don't give Dom a lot of credit. He was behind the scenes that made everything work. And the guys that we had on defense, I think we just bought in, and it was a great thing to see some games. Like we went out there like unstoppable. And you know, hopefully, you know how it is at the end of the year, the team is not always the same, but hopefully we can keep some of those pieces on defense together, because like you can see the defense is only gonna get better.
You know, DeShawn, I just want to kind of get into the main thing that I talked about the defense all year, which is, you know, that you guys was, you know, remained consistent the whole season. You know, didn't matter, you know, kind of like what Amir said, it didn't matter that you guys went out there, you know, 3-and-out, y'all just kept playing hard. You know, how tough is it, you know, week by week, you know, especially going into the game knowing that you guys are going to probably be on the field, you know, majority of the game. You know, I just want to know how hard it is, you know, game planning that going into a game.
I think it was just more so not like a game plan, because some games like the second Chiefs game, even the first one when we came back, the offense held the clock. You know, we can catch our breathing and things like that. I think just winning in every game, we just want to be dominant, no matter how many players that we played. Like I said, E was the captain, you know, and we just abide by his rules, and whatever he said, you know, he got our attention, and I think he knew what type of defense he had, and I think the guys, it showed our character. You know, we wasn't pointing the finger at anybody on offense. You know, it just like I said, the Ravens game, that was on us. You know, we had to stop them. They drove 90, doesn't score, and that's on us. If we want to be a good defense like how we say we want to be, you know, we got to end the game like that. But no, man, I think it's just a testament of everybody that came in. I think a lot of people didn't know, you know, like Alex, he came in and just killed it. You know what I mean? Starting, and then him and Josie was like freaking frat. They always hang with each other. Then when Dre went down, my play stepped up. John Harris came in and balled out when he did. Like I said, man, we had a bunch of injuries. My guy, what's number 35 name that came in the last game versus Chargers and killed
McMillan.
He killed it. Like that's what I'm saying. Like, so it's like they built that defense knowing what we had, and like I said, it was a testament to Coach E.
Yeah, I just wanted to ask, like, you talk about Coach E, and then also Marcus Dixon, kind of like how specifically did those two coaches like have an impact on your season this year? Because all across the board, everybody could look at it statistically, you had the best season of your career, and so it kind of showed down the stretch once Dre'Mont got hurt. You kind of, like you said, you stepped up and had to, you know, string together some really good games. The Cardinals game was really cool to see you ball out there, you know, on TV. But yeah, how do those two coaches really play a big factor in your game in the 2022 season?
I say starting with OTAs, Coach E pretty much laid the foundation down, because both of those coaches went to Super Bowl. They went to the Super Bowl and won it, so they know what it takes. And then I think he just laid the foundation down, and you know, wasn't nobody bigger than the defense. He made sure that, like, I don't care if he was a Justin Simmons or a Bradley Chubb at the time on our team, or a Randy, like everybody, he treated everybody the same. And as a player that's going into this league, that's all you can ask for is respect. Don't treat nobody higher than, better than what they is, or lower than nobody. Like, oh, the practice squad guy, he treated everybody with respect. And then Coach Dixon, I say he helped my game tremendously, because he broke down like formations. Like, there's only a certain way they can block this type of front that we in. Like, the front structures that he game plan each week was amazing. Then me, I say it didn't click till I probably say after the Tennessee game, because me, you would think I play inside, but I was an end playing shit. That's any's position. He's 6'6". I'm 6'1", playing this end, and a lot of people don't understand. Like, 3-4, that end position is, you got to play B gap all the way to C, and that's tough. And then I think it didn't click until the middle of the season, and I bought in. Like he always said, we're not going to cheat the process. We ain't going to rush it. And I think towards the end of the season, I hate that Dre got hurt, but it showed what I could really do, and I bought in. And playing different positions, being versatile, and me, I really say having DJ Jones like my best friend, like next to me, helped a lot. And then not only me having career high shit, Mike Purcell, he had career highs.
Oh yeah, beast.
So it's a lot of people that bought into what we was doing, and then it just paid off, man. And I really hope somehow, some way, like I said, we can all stay here, man, because it's only gonna get better, bro. Like I can say that because Russ not gonna like I said, the GM, these owners, and Russ, they not gonna have us having 5 and 12 seasons each year. So something gonna give, man. I just hope the defense be here when that changes.
Yeah, DeShawn, if you were to stay, which I really want you to stay in Denver, what's a head coach, candidate right now that you think would be probably best for the team?
Man, somebody that can just come in and just lead, you know what I mean? Because hold everybody accountable. That's why I say we all know what was going on. Offense wasn't doing up to par we thought it would do, but I think we need a coach that's going, that's going to have that alpha mentality, that's going to come in there when things ain't going right, offense, defense, or special teams, go in that thing and like, hey, you need to get your stuff together, because I've been in some rooms where if you didn't do your job, you out. And I think a lot of people got kind of too comfortable, and I don't see that happening this year coming in the season, because I think everybody knows like the pressure, because when you don't do your job, you gone. And then our coach was gone towards the end of the season. So I just feel like everybody just got to go in, and who I would want, I'm not going to say that, because I feel like whoever they would pick is going to be great no matter what, because I think everybody knows, like, we have to win. Like we was not that far behind versus the Chiefs both games. Chargers, we split 1-1. We should have won the night game in LA. And then the Raiders, I don't know what it is. No, I know what it was. It was Jacobs. Hey, Jacobs he was a man amongst boys, man, this season. So, credits to him, but we got to find a way to win the division. You win the division, you're in the playoffs. That's point period. So we just got to take care of that. And we haven't been winning the division games since 2015. So we got to find a way somehow to get that rolling.
Yeah, what is it with Jacobs? Because all the Broncos country is always like, man, he's becoming one of the Broncos slayers.
Yeah.
And it's just like over the years he's putting up. It's almost like he's always putting up 100+ rushing yards every time he plays us. But what is it like? What I'm assuming that last game you guys really were game planning against him.
Yeah.
Well, what is kind of the defense thinking about Josh Jacobs and how to stop him?
His running style is different. Like when people be like, oh, Henry or a bigger back, like them the ones, if you play guys, you got to stop them before they momentum get going. And I want easy, but if you can get penetration, you can stop them because they can't really cut as much. But with Jacobs, his running style is crazy. He can get to point A to point B quick. He can shake you. He can run through you. He can catch. And I think he put all that together this year. I think half of it had to be they didn't pick up his 5th year, and he went out there on a mission. And I hate that. They should have paid him. They should have picked up his 5th year, and we got him for cheaper. But now they got to pay him whatever he want, because if he don't there, I ain't mad if he ain't go somewhere else and raise hell in some other division. But no, I think he just stepped up his game because he ran angry, and it showed. And we wasn't the only team that got it, so that's why I'm not feeling bad.
Yeah, I want to shift towards to today a little bit. Everybody been watching the playoffs. Who do you have today? Cowboys, Niners. Yeah, Cowboys, Niners, and Bengals, and the Bills.
I love San Fran. I still don't know how we won that game. How they still. I be thinking about it every other day. I'm like, how do we beat San Fran? Man, Shanahan got them boys.
It's like they're playing better with Purdy than Jimmy G.
It's not too many people that can play that brand of ball against them, that physical all 4 quarters, because 9 times out of 10, about that second half, they're gonna run away, they're gonna pull away. Adding McCaffrey was a huge plus. He's great for that offense. Him, Debo, Big Trent. It's like whoever they put in, that's a well-oiled machine. That offense is gonna do what they do. They defenses, man, flying, shutting the run down, rushing the passer. You got Bosa, probably should be the MVP. They linebackers with Fred Warner. They secondary where everybody is. I like San Fran, and is at San Fran too. So I like that. Buffalo Bills and the Bengals. Man, that'd be a good one. But I like the Bengals.
Ooh,
that's what I said too.
I like the Bengals just because they can say what they want about their O-line, and this man got sacked last year 9 times, and they won. If you see somebody get sacked that many times, you think, yeah, the ball game is over. No, they won. And then I think the Chiefs will want Buffalo to win because if they got to see the Bengals, I don't know what it is. The Bengals had a number. I don't. Yeah. It is that man is 3-0 versus Mahomes. I don't. So if the Bengals win, they go into the Super Bowl, and it's going to be the Bengals versus the 49ers.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of the Bengals. That's why I want going to the bowl. But I wouldn't mind the Bills taking down the Chiefs either, and Vaughn potentially getting another ring.
Yeah.
Sure. So going back to the topic of coaches, I gotta ask. So in our last podcast together, we talked a lot about Bill Kollar, and then obviously he retired. I assume you knew at some point before the season ended, but that's when we figured out he was retiring. But what was your kind of initial reaction to that? Someone who obviously you raved about and talked about how much he's meant to your pro football career.
Yeah, having somebody that's been my D-line coach since 2018, and then you could tell it was just his health. He's getting older. I think that last game of that 2021, he didn't coach. He was just on the sideline, so you could tell he was enjoying his grandkids. He did what he had to do. He'd been coaching for dang 40 years plus. So seeing that, seeing him like retire, like you said, and not knowing who he was gonna get, and then when we heard that we was getting Coach Dixon, you had some because it was his first year. He never coached, but like I said, he coached the best defensive lineman in the game with Aaron Donald. So to get nuggets from him and how AD prepared and we ran the same defense, he came in and like you said, I had my personal best year. Mike had his personal best. John Harris, if Dre wouldn't have got hurt, he would have probably like 10 sacks or whatever the case may be. He, like before the trade of Chubb, everybody like the D-line that wasn't the weak link of the defense. And, he came in and like I said, Coach Dixon for his first year, he did tremendous work for us, man. And he got Annie going towards the end of the year. Matt, the 2 rookies, man, he's a great coach, man. Wherever he go, I hope he stays. Wherever he go, I know he's going to be with Coach E. Those two going to be next to each other, and he's going to be wonderful, man. And I love Coach Dixon, man. He's great.
Yeah, I want to talk about Coach Evero for a second. What would you say was the biggest difference between him and Vic Fangio?
He learned from Vic, which is he was at San Fran with Vic. He was just younger. He coached everybody. Vic was just more of he was like that how can I say old school. Yeah, you can have 2 sacks. He'll just look at you like, all right, do it again now. E, he got on when he needed to. But when you did good, he wasn't ashamed of hyping you up. When you got your coach rooting for you, that as a player, that give you the utmost confidence. If you was a new guy coming in, Coach E didn't look at you as like as a guy just coming in for his first game. I give you a story when we played the Chargers the first game. And Damari, they was throwing flags at him left and right. And then Coach E at halftime told you, like, I'm not taking you out. So you just keep playing. And I feel like as a rookie, if you hear that from your coach, He's saying that he's trusting in you no matter how bad like it's going. I think that gives him the most confidence. And you look how Damari played throughout after that game. After that game, he shut stuff down, and I think that gave him confidence. So, Coach E, man, he's just a leader, man. And like I said, man, like if he is a head coach somewhere, man, they got a great one. And if he's a DC back here, which I hope, man, it's gonna be great.
Yeah, Damari, dude, he's a baller. I gotta get his jersey soon. He's a real deal, and he's a 4th-round rookie. I've been telling people constantly, like, you don't see a rookie play this damn good down a whole season, especially when he's on the field so much. So yeah, he's a baller.
Between him and Pat, on one side, it's gonna be real nice. Shoot, he still, when we played the Colts game, he could have ended it with the pick, but he still beats himself up about that. It just shows how much he cares. And I guess that's all Pittsburgh guys, with him, K1, them guys are just grinding. They play football. That's just what it is. They play football.
Yeah, so another question I wanted to ask you, kind of going throughout the season, what was, obviously, money and everything like that, but what was the key motivation for you to, just keep going, like you said, after Dre went down, Bradley Chubb got traded and all like that. What was just your main motivation throughout the season?
Probably say, like, first of all, my son, Titan, he was born in February, so I know, like, I gotta get it no matter what. And plus, my wife, she was going through a lot of things, a lot of hospital visits, a lot of back and forth, with the baby, her, like, being with him all day. I'm not home as much, coming home, seeing how tired she is and knowing that I have to balance the two. And like I said, when Dre got hurt, it was more so like, all right, I got to show them why they brought me back here for a reason. And because, Dre, quote unquote, was the pass rush guy inside. And then when he got hurt, he pretty much told me, like, hey, you gotta step it up a little bit more. I know you just play the run, but you gotta get after the passer. So it kind of gave me, Coach Dixon gave me that green light to just go. Just do you, and then having Dre being that bug in my ear, giving me some tendencies and things like that. Because I say that Arizona game, that's when it clicked with the sacks and stuff. Well, I had 2 versus the Ravens. Then it just happened to be a televised game, so people saw it. But no, we stayed up, man, a lot of hours, man. Dre just watching films, getting feedback, and then after that, I found something that clicked, and then we just stuck with it until the end of the season, and it paid off. But yeah, man, it was just, Dre got hurt, so I just pick up my game, and I'm glad that I did at the right time, because now heading in free agency, you got a little mojo about you and see who really wants you, and the film don't lie, so we'll see how it goes.
For sure. So I gotta ask about Russell Wilson and everything this season. It was definitely one of the most, like, roller coaster years of his entire football career.
Yeah.
Even dating back all the way to Wisconsin.
Yeah.
What was kind of like the locker room standpoint and just how you guys were perceiving everything, all the media criticism and hate and everybody going after his family and week after week where he's just working his tail off and nothing's really, scoring touchdowns on offense, not that much. Nothing really came together till the last few weeks.
Yeah.
What was your kind of standpoint on that in the locker room?
No, man, I say can't nobody question his work ethic. I can say that. Everybody knows that he buys into his craft and things like that. And then, like I said, when the injuries happen, man, it kind of just, people like thought that he can just change a lot of things. And I think it was a lot deeper than just Russ. It was some stuff just going on that side that a lot of people didn't see. Like, even we don't know. We just, just to, like, when people was, bashing his character, bashing his, like, what is he doing outside of football, his social life and things like that. I think at the end of the day, it brought us together so much closer. Like I said, man, when them last 2 games, I think you could see, like, oh, it's clicking together. And I hate that I had to wait to that long, but I think, like I said, when we got him, people just automatically thought Super Bowl. They was like, Super Bowl, not Super Bowl, nothing. And I mean, we used to have conversations to be like, man, it's gonna take time. And then, you know, me, like, especially on defense, like we playing so good, you like, man, we ain't trying to hit it. We trying to win right now. Because we don't know how this team gonna be. Like a lot of people sign 1-year deals on defense, and you know, but he was right. You know, like I said, I got a feeling this season, this 2023 season is gonna be way better, and I think it helped. Like I said, the record was the record, but as a team, it brought everybody so much together because we see when our teammates getting bashed every day on TV. Like every time you cut on ESPN, it's all right, Russ is da 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 da, the Broncos and da 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 da. And I think we shut people up, and we just got tired of it, and we just like, all right, so y'all bashing him, all right, we're gonna show how much we really care because you don't like to see somebody. At the end of the day, yes, we're judged off wins and losses. But you don't want to see one of your teammates, man, just get bashed every day. And I can only imagine how much of a toll that took on him because, you know, he's a successful quarterback, you know. And like you said, this is his first time ever probably going through some adversity like how it was. And then so it just brought us closer. And then I know, shit, he probably working out right now. Ain't no telling what he doing. So, man,
sure.
It just brought us closer, man. Like I do know for a fact this 2023 season won't be how it was this past season.
Yeah, I want to tie into the offense a little bit. You know, a lot of people don't really know who he is, which is still kind of surprising. But I just want to talk about how big, you know, was the Tim Patrick injury, you know, to the whole team and the whole flow of the offense.
No, it was huge. Because you know, like I said it prior weeks ago. Like, man, he is like the alpha, you know, of that offense. You know, like he has that defensive mentality. Like he gonna talk his talk. If he make a play on you, he gonna block. He gonna do the dirty work. He gonna, you know, what I mean, them contested catches that he make. You know, when you need a big play, he's gonna make it. He just, man, I think that's that undrafted mentality that he has. And then, you know, to lose him, you could see like when he got hurt in camp, the life kind of went like, damn. Like, and then when Javonte got hurt, like it was just a snowball effect. You know, KJ was coming along, then he got hurt. And then it's like, damn, like we can't, like Tim make things go. Like Tim was that big brother in that room. Like you got him in court, you know, KJ is gonna follow suit. Judy, you know, Judy balled out this year. So man, it's just one of them things. I hate that, you know what I mean? Injuries are the part of the game, but I hate that it has to be with this team every year. You know, like every camp the season, like somebody's being hurt, like season-ending injury. So I hate that.
Yeah, so that kind of I want to ask so I saw a lot of people talking yesterday, like when Mahomes got injured and he comes right back, and it got reported this morning that he had a high ankle sprain. Mm-hmm. It seems like that Chiefs team, they're every year it's like almost no injuries for the star players, but every year we just suffer from like, you know, Javonte Williams, Judy, KJ Hamler, Tim Patrick, Garrett Bowles, and the list goes on and on and on and on. We had the most, you know, salary cap on the IR this season, like by far, like blew the second close team out of the water. Like, what do you guys like think about that? Like, what is kind of any reason to, you know, explain this issue?
Yeah, me personally, I can't really like point a finger at like who's at like some of these injuries, man, just be freak injuries. Like Tim's was just he high pointed the ball, he made a cut, knee gave out. So it's like I don't know, it wasn't a contact. It's like some freak stuff. Javonte happened in the game. He said he felt it when he jumped over somebody. Freak accident. So I don't like me, man. Shoot, bro. I really couldn't tell you, man, like that is like between like, you know what I mean, to the people inside or the training or I don't know. Like I never been a part of it. I never seen it like this much. You know, like you say, you normally get like a sprain, come back a week or two or whatever, but it's a playoff game, so he, you know, he's a true leader and he pretty much knows if he don't play, it probably don't go as good as they win. Jacksonville was putting up a great fight. If they didn't fumble, who knows what would happen. So having him out there, that Mahomes out there, it just, you can't really tee off on him because he can still make the throws in the pocket. But what he do best is, you know what I mean, getting out of the pocket, extending plays and things like that. But hopefully, you know what I mean. I know George, he's working on that right now. I know he's gonna fix that, whatever the case may be that needs to be fixed in house, and I know he's gonna get it done.
Yeah, you know, going into Mahomes and everything like that, you know, if you can you give me a list, I'll say, of the can you give me a list of, like, I'll say top 5, you know, best quarterbacks that, you know, you've played in your career so far?
Mahomes won because he could just do some things that is not even scripted. Like that pass versus the first, just that shit was crazy. I'm like, all right, like damn. Yeah. Even when he batted the ball, he caught it and ran. I'm like, who the hell? I'm like, come on, dude is just, he's talented, but damn, all the stars are lined up for him. I didn't get to play against him as much, but it was just a preseason. That first drive, he diced up. My dog Allen for Buffalo, just because he's so big and he has a cannon of an arm. I will say that. Like and in that offense, you know, he doesn't force anything. You know, when he does run, you know, it's a damn near another run. You got to tackle him. You know what I mean? Because he's not looking to get out of bounds. He's looking to like lower his shoulder against you. Quarterbacks that we played, man, I didn't play against him, but it was 2018. Aaron Rodgers. It was good to see him just up front and close. You know, you hear the stories, you hear the like, all right, and just how he controls the field. That's 3. Who did we play that was good? Who else was good? I like Justin Herbert. I like him. Like him. They gonna throw the ball at least 60 times a game. I already know what that's gonna be. I played against Tom, but that was against Tom. You know, it wasn't like the Tom of the New England, so yeah. I can't. It's crazy because it's becoming a new era. It's a new generation of quarterbacks. Like, dang. So
Would you put Lamar up there?
Yeah,
he got hurt. So damn. But he did throw a ball versus 2021. He launched it. And
to Hollywood. Hollywood.
Damn. I like he can throw. He can't throw. Okay. No, so I'll take me. This is my personal list. I'll take Aaron Rodgers off. I'll put Mahomes, Allen, Joe Burrow, because he did some things versus Lamar, and then Justin. But I also put Trevor in there too, because Trevor, he just have that competitive it, like that run saw last night when he ran Buddy over on the sideline. It was, you saw that he won. And obviously I put Russ up there, but I'm not playing against him, so. But yeah, that'd be my 5 right there for sure. And a lot of people don't give Derek Carr a lot of credit. He's a good quarterback too, but not to be like, oh, DeShawn left out such and such. No, he's a great quarterback. But that'd be Mahomes, Allen, Burrow, Lamar, and you could put Herbert and Trevor in that.
Which team do you in the AFC West do you kind of you see on that schedule and you're like, damn, I can't wait to get in the trenches and get after this quarterback, or just you really hope you can get the W against them, whether it's the Chiefs, Raiders, or Chargers?
The Chargers.
Ooh, Chargers.
Chargers. And after that it'd be Mahomes. It's just like, I don't know what it is when we play the Chiefs, but we have their number, we just can't win. So it irritates like the.
Oh yeah.
We played them like when they was running the ball, number 10 was going crazy. I'm like, they ain't do that versus us. I'm like, but we can't never beat them. But we play them out of any teams, we play them the hardest. Like, we'll have a lead. We came back from 27. Like,
yeah.
If anybody else playing them, they probably gonna score like 50.
Yeah.
We just have their number, and we just can't get over that hump. And hopefully, you know what I mean, something to happen this season. But I'll probably say them the 2 for sure. I played in the AFC North, and that gets grimy. But since I've been here the past 5 years, I say Chiefs and the Chargers for sure.
Yeah. So I just want to ask you about Patrick Surtain. The jump he made from year 1 to year 2 was huge. But I will say, him coming to the league, it's kind of like what Von Miller said. Von Miller said him and Jerry Jeudy are the only guys that they came into the league and they was already second year vets. You know what I'm saying, like that. So, if you can just kind of tell us, what he goes through and how he just, make that big jump going from his rookie year to his second year.
Seeing Pat, man, bro, it's scary because, like I said, it's only year 2 and he's damn near playing like he's an all-time vet. He's gonna be a Hall of Famer one day. You can see it. I think having his pops play in the league, and obviously his pops coached him throughout all till college. It's been tremendous, man. Seeing him, like, his preparation when he first came in, because a lot of rookies, they play football, just go home and, whatever, stay up late at night, play video games and stuff like that. And all, like, he is a true craftsman. Like, he like, this year, I seen him, like, doing the extra work, watching extra film. When we not having our periods, he's working his like fundamentals, his steps, his post, whatever thing they do. Like, he really takes football serious, and then to see that, and then it's not surprising the success that he's having. I know it was a couple of games he was kind of frustrated because they weren't targeting him and things like that. But I think the one aspect of his game that took tremendous was tackling. His first year, he wasn't tackling as great. But his second year, man, he was coming down hitting. And a guy that big, he gonna hit you when he need to, and he also gonna shut a lot of things down on that side, man. But no, having him, man, you can sleep at night knowing you got that side of the field.
That side of the field taken care of. Yeah.
Having Jay Sims back there, K Jack, like I said, man, our defense, man. Man, man, our defense was something special, man.
Yeah, his football IQ is off the charts. You watch the Raiders game going up against Devontae, the first one.
Oh yeah,
he'll flip his hips in the matter of seconds, knowing it's a comeback round. He's got eyes in the back of his head.
Ran the
he
route.
Immediately gets a PBU.
Yeah, it was crazy. He ran the route just like he knew the route was coming. That was crazy. And somebody like that big, spinning, fluent hips, breaking on the ball like that, you don't see that too often, man.
Yeah.
No, I was gonna say in the first time y'all played the Chargers, and I think Keenan Allen was out, and he had to guard Mike Williams. I want to know, is Pat like a big talker, during a game like that? Because he shut Mike Williams down.
He don't talk much, but when he feeling it, he get that look in his eye. You could tell he'd be like, he get the look in his eye. Then he'll make a play or two, and somebody start chirping. But half the time it don't even be somebody talking junk to him. It'd be K Jack. Getting him, K-Jack be talking, and then next thing you know, K-Jack get the whole defense ready, and then next thing you know, the Justin Simmons come in. A lot of people don't understand. Hey, Jay Simmons talk a lot of shit.
He do.
People don't realize that. He got an on and off switch, and when it's football time, he, the polite Jay Simmons, the family man, the guy that's in these commercials, they ain't the same guy. On the field.
Yeah, you could tell when he gets those picks and he's at an away stadium, he'll go straight to the crowd and shut them up.
Hey man, I'm telling you, we got a lot of characters on that defense. Now Pat's not real talkable. When you get him going, and then like the first game we played the Raiders, and he wore that ski mask. I said, "Oh yeah, I know it." Yeah, he going in.
That's great.
He going on with the Black Force mentality, the Black Forces. So yeah, no man, Pat, man, I can't speak. Oh, man. Like I said, it ain't just him, man. It's everybody on the defense, man. I just hate that we didn't execute enough, because I know if we was in the playoffs, especially if we had home field advantage, don't nobody want to come here and play in this cold weather, this altitude, and, the defense flying around making plays. We got the two crazy white boys in the middle going. But ain't nobody trying to see that, man. I just hate that we didn't seize the opportunity.
Yeah, so staying on the topic of like the defense's mentality, I heard you say quite a few times, the defense and the defensive line in particular, you got to go to a dark place on the field. Some people are kind of confused by what that means. What do you kind of just, is it like a switch that you immediately step onto that turf and you just completely go to a different mindset when you're rushing the passer or whatever it may be?
Coach Dixon brought up dark side OTAs. We didn't know what that meant. It was just dark, break it down dark side. Then he broke it down what it meant, and then it slowly gravitated to the linebackers, and then it went to the secondary. The next thing you know, everybody's dark side. I think when we say dark side, I say you gotta go to that dark place. It's like how I'm talking to you right now. I'm DeShawn, and I think DJ said it too. Like when he talked to people, he's David. When he get on the field, he's DJ. And I think that's a prime example of that. Like when you get on that field, ain't nothing nice. Like if we gotta like talk bad about you, we gang up on you. It's like it's all of us, us 11 on this defense, and it's against you. And we ain't playing fair. We don't care what it is. We're gonna fly around. Hell, we might hold somebody up so somebody come and get hit. That's just what it is. Like it's like I'm being nice now, but I'm on the field, different guy. Like I don't want like ain't no kiki and no ha with nobody. If you're not wearing that navy blue and orange, I ain't rocking with you. And I think you could see it on the like how we play. If we play like a big family, like you mess with one of us, you gotta mess with all of us. And that dark side, it showed. And like I said, that's why like man, this was the first time I actually played with a bunch of guys. Like we all was like family. Like it started in OTAs. We hung out with each other. We knew we met each other families. Everybody on defense know my son. They met him, so it was like family. We went to Coach Dixon house a couple times at 8. He opened his door to us, so I think that's how I show and I play. Like we just all one big family.
That was good. I want to ask you, you're part of the defensive alignment group and everything like that. When Bradley Chubb got traded, what was the reaction? Like how did all you guys feel? Because I know Dre'Mont Jones was pretty, he was, pissed about it and everything like that. I just want to know how that was, y'all hearing the news and everything like that.
Yeah, I don't want to speak too much on that, but man, it hurt. It hurt a lot, man, because we was in London, so it's not like you get traded. You back home in the States and you can move how you want to move. We was out to eat. It was me, Dre, DJ, K1, J Sims, K Jack, pretty much the whole defense, dark side, whatever the case may be. And then we could tell something was wrong with him. And we knew, we know the business. Like I said, if you don't know this business, you'll be blind by a lot of stuff, but we know the business. We knew it was rumors, and it was just a teetering. They'd be, are we not going to do it? Are we going to do it? Not going to do it. And you could tell his mentally, he wasn't Chubb. He was worrying about it a lot. And then when we was eating it, he got that text. Then we could see his face and then that's when I don't think nobody ate after that. And I think everything just like life set in. Like it was like our brother's gone. Like one of our brothers is gone. So if you can put any pictures up or whatever the case may be, that Jacksonville game, everybody wore the one patch for Chubb because we knew that was his last game, and it just hurt, man. Just because we seen Chubb go through a lot of adversity, being hurt. He had his first full healthy year, and he was on a rampage. He had I think he had like 5.5 sacks. You could see he was the Chubb that everybody drafted him.
Yeah.
Just playing the run, rushing the passer, playing with that energy, loving the game. And then I think having Randy, Barron, Coop, those guys, it just pushed everybody. Like I said, it was like a lot of people don't know them stories, but yeah, they just see, oh no, they have that hurt. Like when he got that text and we saw his face, it was like, all right, forget football. This is one of our brothers. Like, man, like he's gonna be up and gone, leaving. And then, he got paid, so it all worked out. For the best for him. He went to the playoffs. Had a huge sack fumble. But no, it's just the walk past that locker and he's not there. It hit when we got back, and just to see like, damn, like 5-5 ain't here. And I think, and it affected the coaches too. Like you could, like the coaches was pissed. But like I said, it's the business, man. You got to do what you got to do. So it all worked out. You know, he got paid, and you know, I think, you know, the Broncos got the picks that they wanted. So you know, it worked out.
Yeah. So kind of talking about, you know, free agents, trades, and whatnot. What is kind of let's talk about Dre'Mont first. What you know, I know that's one of your really good friends. You know, DJ Jones, Dre'Mont Jones. What are you kind of hearing about Dre'Mont Jones? Him potentially staying here. I know some people are saying that, you know, since Bradley Chubb was traded, he's more on the side of leaving. I personally, I don't know too much about it, but what are you kind of hearing about Dre'Mont Jones and his free agency status?
Nothing really. You know, we talk. I asked what his head is at. You know, just to see how things are going. But you know, he wants to stay. I can't say that he wants to stay, but he also knows like it's the business. You know, he wants to get paid like a high caliber D tackle, like he should be. You know, Dre is a one in a lifetime talent. I tell him he can be. I tell him he could be like AD or be even better. Like his style, like his play, he's just disruptive. He's backfield somehow, some way. So like I said, man, I hope he gets the money that he deserves. Either it's here or somewhere else. You know, you would hate to lose somebody like that, especially what he didn't put up these past couple of years. But no, he wants to stay. But like I said, he also knows the business, so he's not going to be like he's going to take less, you know, just to stay. Because, you know, you only get so many cracks at this free agency. So you got to do what you got to do, man. But it'll work out how it's supposed to work out. Either it's here or somewhere else, man. He'll get his money, which I hope he does.
For sure. And so, what is kind of your situation right now? Have you and your agent, the Broncos, kind of had any talks, or how's that going? Because, you know, certainly I can speak for all Broncos country. We all want you back here. You just
No,
had the best season of your career. I wouldn't see why we wouldn't bring you back.
yeah. I had a meeting with George a couple of days ago, and you know, it was a great talk.
Yeah.
You know, he asked me, "Do I want to stay?" And I was like, "Hell yeah, I want to stay." But you know, some things is just not in my control. You know,
Yeah.
I know that they don't. You know, whatever they got going on, you know, they got to share the wealth. Because, like I said, it's hard this year, man, because a lot of people balled out on 1-year contracts. And, you know, you got Alex, you got me. I don't know how Josie wants to restructure his contract because he balled out. You know, you got Dre, you got you got K-Jack. You know, there's so many people, and you got the offense. So it's like, I know how things can go. Me personally, like I love Denver, man. They took me and my family in like I'm a true Coloradoan. So man, now we love it here, but I just know I'm not. I would disrespect myself if I took anything less because, you know, I have a son now. So I gotta do. And I asked, you know, me turning 30, I'm not your typical 30 defensive tackle, because if you think about it, I didn't start playing until 2020. So technically, I'm really just not getting off of my rookie deal, and my body's holding up great. Like I said, I don't see no declining in my play. I only get better with age. So, you know, it's just one of them things, man. Like, it's tough to be in, man, because I love it here, but like I said, it's not up to me. If the numbers are right between my agent and, you know, upstairs guys, we'll make it work. But you know, I'm just going in this off season, just, you know, working out, hanging with my family, and just see how this goes, man. So I'm not gonna stress too much about it, but I do. My family and me would love to stay here, but it just has to be right. That's all.
Yeah, you know, I 100% agree with you say. You know, man, you got a son now and everything like that. You know, that should be your priority. You know, you got to think about him, and, you know, don't take anything less. You know, even if Denver tries to, you know, lowball you or anything like that. I just want to say, you know, if you don't stay in Denver, man, obviously, man, you're gonna kill it wherever you go.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would love for you to stay in Denver, man. But if you don't, man, and you know things don't work out that way, I just want to say, me personally, I wish you the best and everything like that, man. I really hope you kill it, man, for real.
So no, man, like I can say, man, like being here for the past 5 to 6 years, man, it's been nothing but, man, love, man. Like I love the city, man. I just love this organization, like, and I want it in me so bad to change, to get it back to the winning, because like I said in one of my interviews, I know the history of the Broncos. When people up Denver Broncos, they be like, oh, they gonna win, and like I said, we ain't been doing that, and like you said, man, it's just one of them. It's just one of these organizations that you would love to play for, and there's so much history and so much winning, and you see all the greats that come back, and you can be like, I can be like that one day. And then, you know, we've been putting up some BS these past couple of years, man. I just hope somehow we can change it, and I want to be a part of that. But no, man, I just appreciate everybody, man. Like this year, man, the fans been great. I know it's each team, they pack it out, they pack out Mile High, and we just appreciate it, man. We know it ain't been what it's supposed to be, what it's hyped up to be. And we appreciate everybody, like each and every one of y'all, man. Like me personally, I appreciate everybody.
Yeah, I really hope you do get the, you know, money you deserve. You know, congratulations, you know, on, you know, the baby and everything, and hope everything goes well. Obviously, congratulations on, you know, one of the best seasons of your career, the best season of your career. You know, plenty more to come.
Yeah.
You got, like I said, you got your two biggest fans are here. Love seeing you, you know, ball out, you know, wherever it's going to be. We're still going to be, you know, keeping up with you. Really appreciate you coming on today's episode. You want to add anything else before we cap this one off?
No, man, I just appreciate y'all having me, man. Like you said, man, I appreciate y'all, man, for real, man. Like from the bottom of my heart, dog. Like it's nothing but love, genuine love, man. I just try to go out there each and every Sunday, man, each and every off season, you know, just to put on a show for y'all guys, man. We know how much, you know, everybody that's a Broncos fan love football, you know. Man, appreciate y'all, man. Like I said, I'm never. Even if I'm here, I'm going somewhere, man. You know, you still DM me, hit me up, whatever the case may be. Man, I just appreciate you having me on your show, man. Seeing you know, your page growing, you got a podcast and everything like that. That's dope, man. Y'all keep doing y'all. Appreciate y'all work.
Appreciate you, brother.
Yeah, I just want to ask you one more thing before you go, man. What, you know, you personally is your favorite game, you know, since you've been here in Denver?
My favorite game, I'd probably say, was the 2020 Chargers game. We came back and won. Okay, that was dope. Because it was just one of the things that don't even look at the clock, and it was hard not to, because like, damn, man, it's like 8 minutes left. We down by 21. I don't know. In the third, I'm like, I don't know. But then just slowly, bit by bit. And we like, okay, shit, we down by 7. All right, get one more. And then that one, yeah, that's for sure. I'll probably say, just because, like the COVID year, we played with a bunch of guys that, you know what I mean, no disrespect, was like, we don't know who the names were on that. Man, we went out there and won. But that's one of my probably say for sure. And then if I had to top that one, I'd probably say the San Fran. That San Fran game was, and the way how we won, you know, it was old school game, like one of them 1990s throwback, you know what I mean? Defense was just going back and forth, tick for tack, like, and yeah, I'd probably say that's my 1A, 1B. If I had to choose though, probably the San Fran one, because yeah, so it was a dope game.
Yeah, I tell people all the time, defense literally won that game. I mean, it came down every single drive, and then PJ Locke closed it. Yeah, I appreciate you coming on today's episode. You know, really appreciate you taking that time out of your day. Wish you the best of luck on your off season. Hope you're back in Denver. As always, thank you for watching today's episode of the Broncos Avenue podcast. Make sure if you're listening on YouTube, hit the like button, subscribe. If you're listening on Apple, Spotify podcast, make sure you follow, have notifications on, so you never miss an episode of the podcast. Plenty more interviews to come, and you know, plenty more episodes in the foreseeable future as the Broncos are continuing to look for their you know, next year head coach coming down the line. Hope you guys enjoyed today's episode with the Broncos defensive lineman DeShawn Williams. Until the next one. Peace.
Appreciate it.